push, and then sure enough, just as he turns away, that's when the mid pick comes through. So G2 hitting the timing on the proverbial head. Xyp9x over towards the CT cross, eats a bunch of flashbangs. Aminex still here towards middle, confirming this heavy stack up from Astralis in mid. So if nothing happens from Xyp9x, again, we're gonna see Astralis concede. 3 rounds in a row for G2 and maximizing these moments because they are very much sitting in the driver's seat off of this economy. Lots of cash behind them, very few casualties. 1 last round, none so far here in the 5th.
You don't usually see Astralis, give up the 5v4 that often, like this early 2 rounds in a row, especially taking the big risk of doing the same push again. That takes a lot of confidence to try to do, and you realize you've got a lot of egg on your face if you die in that push, so they go for that risk, and that has me curious what they're going to try next round. But of course, it is a mixed buy, so I'm not surprised surprised that they tried something a little bit more risky. Of the sum of their parts, now that they have like so much talent on the rosters. A little bit of a disappointing storyline, a little bit with NaVi, what we've seen recently, but still time in this tournament as well. But we're already out to it in this round. kennyS goes down to Magisk, and we've got long control as kind of a response. This is interesting, because it actually benefits G2 a little bit that he's shown himself at long, even if they're not going to use it here. The rotation is back for the CTs. We've got Xyp9x pushed up on Cat, but this might be an expected position at this moment. The only issue is the one unanswered refrag, the one unanswered kill, excuse me, the opening kill of the round on kennyS.
Hunter's going to have a little bit of presence here by Glaive. Oh, he turns his back. Timing working out for him, but Glaive hits the Deagle up close, and now things start to get precarious for G2.
Moses-level reactions there.
Oh, Device, though, caught out by Aminex. So that op answers back, picked up off of the corpse of Kenny. Magisk's scout tries to move over. dupreeh has retrieved the AK, and Magisk with a kill through the smoke as he's being boosted. Although there is still that chance for the T to cross over. Man advantage held onto for Astralis. Glaive sitting inside of the smoke. And Aminex, well, he's trying to find something. And the CTs have fallen silent. Don't be fooled. G2, they know they're close. But where exactly? Oh, Nexa. He crouches behind the wicker baskets, pops up, and stops Magisk from getting anything other than those first 2 kills. Nexa plants bomb. Suddenly, G2, who looked very much pressed on that ramp, are in a post plant. Aminex, he just has to hit this shot, and he doesn't, because Glaive gets another D kill. Nexa standing in the open, trying to keep it alive. 7 health for Nexa, and it's just not enough. The Deagle from Glaive with 3 kills gives Astralis their 3rd.
Nasty, and that is the first kill that comes down on the lower. They got the right tempo right now. They've got cat control. They've got a good split coming out, and Xyp9x isn't in the pit, but Device gets a kill out towards the mid B setup.
Yeah, so these long frags suddenly become all the more important, and even with the shadow extending, Nexa, quick headshot. Oh, the op misses from Kenny. That could have really weakened up this A site and allowed for the T's to properly split in from Cat. They've got 2 players close. This Cat P could
continue the round forward, but Aminex holds his ground. Nexa out long, but he got tagged by the smoke. Ooh. And a couple of players may have seen him.
He's so blind.
Blind him now, and it's all about who throws that last flash.
Back and forth, though. niko's got the quick trade. Aminex trying to help out, but it's niko getting all the kills, and Xyp9x with the wild MP9 can't find anything for it. So niko, 3 kills, and dupreeh gets an answer on the opposite side of the map. Now, that kind of stuns G2 for a moment. They're not quite sure if this fight's over yet. So many CTs throwing themselves at it that they just kind of halt. They pause. And in that meantime, we do have dupreeh pushing through B, using the tunnels to wrap around T-spawn. But of course, G2 also playing proactive by throwing niko through mid doors. So there are pinches upon pinches, flanks on flanks, and a minute on the clock.
Okay. So even though G2 are all facing forward, because of their positions, it's hard for dupreeh to complete the flank entirely. Are we within the doors?
Kenny's not watching.
Oh, okay. Maybe he'll find the timing here.
Kenny's holding cross. dupreeh could absolutely find this if he hits it right now.
Yeah, this is the it's just like, how scared are you to actually complete it? Oh, dupreeh could actually come forward off that. He's going to hear him now.
Too late.
Yeah, I think he thought it was maybe a mid B there for a quick second.
I mean, dupreeh understandably thinking that with 3 players, somebody could very well be watching for that flank. He decides not to hold W. niko goes for it first, and with that frag onto the side of Device, well, G2 reap the reward. So 3 survivors here as they take a 5th round on this Xyp9x.
Super quick.
I'm in recovery mode. So are Astralis. This is the gun round they need. He hears so many players moving down through middle that he just gets that back runner. Magisk was trying to just cower to the corner. Xyp9x jumps down, crosses to lower. Look at this.
That's a move.
Corralled 3 guys in the corner of doors. And Device, well, he takes himself one. Hunter still lurking inside the smoke between them. He gets both those headshots on CT spawn, and G2 looking to walk away with the round, but dupreeh still has one hand on it.
Let's go tunnels. Bomb gets planted in the B site. 1v2 situation, and they can sit and wait and try to catch dupreeh. dupreeh's going to go the long way around.
Around the world. He could pick up this mid kill if he looks.
Oh, he was exposed, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was. He just
Nexus
missed
just
him.
crouched there. That's a weird looking rock.
Didn't even consider that he could have made this rotate. Okay, but then they're going to be on a... Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, if he wasn't making...
He's running in. My god. E3 SG1s. Singular. MIBR? Okay. Gonna throw it away as the op of kennyS finds another. Well, this round, a bit flat.
Well, they got Zonic as a coach, so they want to give this round up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Get that coveted 4-11 comeback score line coming.
Auto snipers. How dare they?
That was pretty annoying, huh? They hit him up through the right side door and then through the cross, right?
Yep.
Oof.
Look at all those bullet holes peppering the wooden doors. Doesn't make the job easier, but that's the reward you get for being on an 8-round win streak.
Yeah.
Turn it into a 9th and call this first half under wraps. See if Astralis, seeing as they have to force the issue in this 3v5, can rob one away. See if we get some kind of individual heroics. niko facing in middle, catching Glaive. Yet again, he dies towards mid. Meant to be traded by dupreeh, whose grenade should be on the money. But he doesn't quite fill up the bank. niko, 17 health left over after that. Here we get this hard commitment into the B site, and because dupreeh's got an easy line of sight, MIBR gets cut off from the front of this, and that incendiary could force them forward. dupreeh checking back behind him, and sure enough, they use that chance to attack the bomb site. Now, he may not know 2 have already crossed. The smoke tells him they're up here, and he will find another with him. But unless it's the clutch minister with the 1v3 to close, it's a G2 11-4.
It's so desperate, like even Xyp9x doesn't know what side it is, as dupreeh flashes himself through the smoke. At least we get to see them. At least we get to see him try it.
Smoke down inside of the door. He's got a flash to work with. Wary about a flank, but obviously not the case as we have G2 doubled up on tunnels. kennyS boosted. Hits his shot.
Awesome. So everything is firing off at the moment for G2, and that's just a tough problem for anybody, not just Astralis. I'd definitely like to hear what they'd have to say about it once this game is said and done, but it certainly isn't over. Just as good on T side as they are on CT. Over 50% win rate, if not 55 on both for Astralis and Dust2.
Flash into middle, Nexa not blind, and that is a crime. 2 kills as they try and push through, but look, he's robbed them of their bomb. Nexa's now going to eat that next flash, and his teammates are all falling around him. It's looking like an Astralis recovery for a moment. kennyS saving the day a bit with that next follow-up kill, but Xyp9x, he's going to go ahead and wrap CT spawn, and look at the CTs, they push forward. Device!
Tactic with the flash to the door late to try to catch the CTs pushing up close in the middle of all that madness.
Just trying. Oh,
Jesus.
Nexa smashes him while he's airborne. Hunter gonna get hard cleared by dupreeh as that temporary wall of smoke gives him the cover for the peak. MIBR caught trying to get cheeky in the tunnels. Of course, that anchor from Astralis now still back in T-spawn. Glaive gets softened to 56, and Device hits the scout headshot. Trade frags. dupreeh going to be coming in with the multi-kill here in round 17. MIBR, because he got caught trying to lurk, doesn't even have enough health to really even try this.
Yeah, they're definitely fighting very hard. I want to go check actually which half it was niko that had the got the majority of his kills. I feel like it was actually T side, so to be consistent with the last time he played against Astralis and set that kind of kill record versus him. But yeah, I'll go ahead and make sure that was actually the case. Either way, it doesn't look like he's going to slow down much.
I expect good things once he's back on the guns.
I mean, the last time they played, niko also top fragged with 10 kills. in a 6-2 match.
Okay.
It was Dust2. They just got smoked the last time.
It's like, wait, something doesn't... Into the depths of the pit. Has niko kind of between the smokes here, keeping one eye through it, trying to find something as dupreeh gets boosted behind the blue box. That frag grenade softens up Xyp9x and dupreeh, who has to just dive back down. He's got to crouch, but it's the cross. Oh, goes through. niko, he gets the better of Device, who seems scoped up on the angle, but wasn't maybe ready. Oh, and a second. Xyp9x was so low, he gets dropped through smoke on his attempt at a retreat. But Glaive, of course, calling for his teammates to come over because he has this spacing in mid. kennyS solely focused over onto tunnels. And for now, that works, but he misses what could have been a critical shot. They get all the closer, and their flash is on the money. Kenny trying to hope that his teammates can rotate, but that's going to be kept honest by Glaive. And kennyS, good shot into Magisk. They lose that mid anchor. dupreeh, having lost the bomb carrier, has to pick it back up, and that slows everything down to a crawl.
It looks like G2 are just going to establish with long control again. It's a 3-2 setup, so mid is a tiny bit weaker for a second, Kaz a little bit weaker for a second, but since Astralis are not punishing that right away, we'll get the kind of the reset. We see Hunter falling back into mid B as well. And now we've got ZTs who are just slightly advantaged in this round with a little bit of long control, and they're more fortified across the map as well. Not a huge deal. It does look like Astralis find Cat.
niko will be on the receiving end of this commitment. He is an incendiary in the M4 on ramp. He's got a grenade in his hand at the moment, so ready to throw it. But they are so grouped up right now. Maybe he finds the timing. Oh, but not even. He doesn't even see them. dupreeh gets that quick kill, and because of the timing there's no way G2's protocols are in place, but that grenade actually does substantial damage, and the quick headshot from Hunter kind of gives them a moment to think about it. Smoke in front of the Xbox, Xyp9x with the headshot, and a molly soars forward to help him. He's got this one cooled off.
They've got long control. I mean, it's...
G2 have to save.
Yeah, it's not comfortable, but Nexus sitting here in the pit. They're just going to let this one go. They can't punish for exits, maybe. They're not watching CT spawn. Let's see how Astralis approach it. But there's definitely an opportunity to get the kills now. Remember, everybody on Astralis is down to $0, so they're looking for a way out, and to go towards long.
Nexa getting closer. Nice first headshot. Dodges the AK spray. Hits the mark, but also takes damage back the other direction. MNX here to lend a helping hand. 2 kills to his name as the Deagles fizzle out for Astralis. All they had to work with here in the 23rd round. This is looking like a potential 5 alive situation. G2 would lead by 7 on their map pick of Dust2.
Yeah, we've seen games like this where it's like, oh, it's unlucky. This is not. I don't think there's any luck involved here, really. Maybe there's luck that went both ways, but not overwhelming luck for G2 in any sense. They've just been better today.
I mean, we haven't even had a 1vx clutch yet for all of the rounds G2's won. There's always been a minimum of 2 players alive. So, ooh, yeah.
It is fun to watch G2 be this good.
Right? I mean, when we saw this version of G2, when it first was unveiled, like, it had immediate success. And we thought to ourselves, like, if this is what they're going to pull off now, my God, there is no limit. But then it kind of took a bit of a tapering off, and now 2021, so far, so good. 15 rounds for G2.
As well. Okay, NOA boost here from Hunter, waiting for the jump up, and it doesn't seem like they're totally aware of this at the moment. Oh, actually perfect flash. Nice. No, Glaive mows down both. I eat my words completely. Nicely done between him and Xyp9x.
Yeah, that flashbang certainly helped out. Magisk, he's just going to commit to the corner, and this should get him a 3rd kill for Astralis. Amanek wary of it, peeks in, but the immediate headshot. So it's only kennyS's op with a single kill this time for G2. Seems like Astralis aren't going down without a fight. But of course, a little head boost in mid that we haven't seen yet from G2 CT side, and that one flashbang, I mean, they were just standing in the open.
Yeah, that was really nice. I mean, that's a little bit of G2, right? Like in the first half, we saw every opening tactic work out so well for G2 on the T side default. Unanswered spray downs, holds, yeah, just denying any potential for refrags. And kennyS knows that he is a high-value target at the moment, being hunted down. See if we can get a little bit of a frag movie in the save.
Would have been a nice flick. He's feeling pressured from both sides now. Yeah, they're coming for him.
Flash goes off.
Oh, he's hiding.
He doesn't even get to see his opponent before he dies.
They waste no time. Astralis coming from tunnels into the catwalk play. G2 shuffling feet back to have two guys on site. We saw niko manage a kill from Goose previously. Just lets them extend into the elbow. And then snaps it back behind him. dupreeh going to charge in. Clears it successfully. Nice headshot. Gives Device the chance to plant. And Kenny tries to get the shot through boxes. Hunter one and done. A 3v3.
Take this duel? Does he want to?
Pop back up.
Oh, risky.
Device playing around with it. This is a big op fight.
I feel like it's going to get him killed. Oh, never mind. Gets Kenny the turn from it. And now it's a 2v3. Turn 3v1. Nexa called to arms. Look. They're reading this properly. They're kind of anticipating maybe an upper push. They've got this default going in. I don't know if they're going to walk in if it wasn't smoked or not, but the 3 CTs are here in the B site. And it is kind of just a standoff. They try to sit and wait patiently. Device in danger of getting late naded, of course. But it doesn't seem like the CTs have any plans to try to punish these positions. Let's see how far MIBR comes up. He's in the tunnel now, ready to be flashed.
Yep.
And he does find Device. That's the op down.
Nice play.
I wouldn't take that trade if I was Astralis. This is going to be a little bit worrying.
They do still have some mid control, and nobody's there to stop them. They haven't extended around from the CT spawn. Kenny S is coming back to get eyes on it.
And he's leaving the bomb for Pacifics to come back, so he's going to try to get a kill by himself.
Yep.
Oof. This comes down to awareness.
Hunter's right there, but there's also a player on car. Yeah, niko, he gets him blindsided. G2 now man advantage.
This could be the round.
3 kills away from a win on Dust2.
They're pulling the goalie on B. The bomb is outside of the B spawn, and Glaive is on Cat. There's a chance for him to pull out the fake, but they don't know what the rotation is for the CTs. niko scours out mid and gets punished by Zipix.
Glaive, though, jumps down. That could have been costly. Hunter, he's trying to fall back, and Glaive, just looking to stay alive, comes at it again. But we've already got dupreeh inside of the bomb site.
He heard the
Hunter
reload.
seems aware, and he almost stops it. 7 seconds left, and the bomb just barely gets in.
All they had to do was nothing, and they would have had better odds of winning this round. Instead, they went for that mid-push to try to get back some information, and that bomb left back in spawn opened up the round for Astralis. How has that happened? Should have been over when Magus died inside the B site.
All they had to do was nothing.
Damn. And it starts to get a bit more scary. The thought of actually bringing this map to OT becomes real for Astralis. They're punishing mistakes, now winning rounds they weren't supposed to. They're looking confident here. They even lose the opening kill of Device. Instant refrag, but their opera gets dropped down. They don't get to see their plan.
If they win this one, officially on fire. And G2, it seems like they want to contend for this cat control, using Kenny S as the front runner on the op, welcoming some sort of a peek from mid. If they were to boost a player sooner, then maybe Magus could have been caught, but now he's past that dangerous zone.
Here's a narrative I want to sell you on right now. Okay, low grenades on everybody, MP9 in hand. Kenny S can save this game. If they lose 13 plus saving into potentially OT situation. But Kenny S right now, full strength, full utility, and on the right side.
Molly goes to catwalk. We've got 3 CTs kind of jostling position inside of elbow. Everybody's standing in the no man's land. A critical cat peek could kill them all. But here comes Magisk, tucking into the corner, dodging that flash. Nexa's right there, but he just lost his head. And now suddenly things are compromised. These 2 cat players have to come deal with Magisk, and niko's gonna do just that. Kenny could still deliver. They've got 3 bodies onto the ramp, and they're trying to pop up onto the site itself, but Kenny still has this smoke. It's slowly fading, and Glaive shoots him right through it. A man advantage for Astralis and a bomb plant. This could convince G2 to concede, but MIBR's kind of locked in spawn. He gets a chance to exit, and I think G2 walk away. A 13th round win here for Astralis.
Magisk was just annoying enough, and there was a gap in the timing that allowed G2 to go back for cat control, but then the Magisk winning the duel, niko refragging is one thing, Kenny doesn't have any impact from the cat corner as they're crossing onto the site, and then niko doesn't get another. At the very least, the silver lining on a very dark cloud is that they get the save because their money would be absolutely destroyed. No chance for Astralis to go for this, and the round wasn't close enough that they were influenced in attempting to retake. Can still be interesting for G2. There's still a chance to close here with 2 wops. It's just the confidence that has been stripped and ripped from their hands that we have to call into question, and that has created the baggage that leads up to this final and 30th round in map number 1. They're going to be thinking about it, but they can't. They have to try to forget it. They have to try to play it 1 round at a time like Astralis are doing, and they find another 5v4.
dupreeh, he's on the front run for this, loses his life as niko tries to answer from the CT spawn. He's hoping that fire doesn't spread, and he's correct.
Sufficient. He's canceled out their mid play. That tactic is gone at least.
Tries to follow it up with damage, but Astralis had already disengaged that much further. They are sitting here in middle, hoping that maybe he tries to take a chance. Device looking to lock him in. And niko tucks to the corner. MNEK back on plat. Gonna be, oh, given the collateral. Magisk down to 17 health after that shot. Device just died to Kenny S. And G2, of course, playing with everyone's heartstrings, pushing it down to the limit. But now it's gonna take a 1v4. And